On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Stockton. Using his feet to buy time. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the 1st quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rush.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run play action. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Got a little grass. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Kick is in the air. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They're trying to get some breathing room from deep in their own territory. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Coming out with it, it's Barry. Hits him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Levitt. Under fire. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Let's talk for a minute about LSU. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus.
Caught! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Stockton. On target. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
To keep it in the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Nice move there. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the option. He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. And it's basically a block, the quarterback on the defensive play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Wants to return it. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a give to Durham. Oh, he's got some space. And he scores! Touchdown, LSU! They are seizing releasing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard is going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. Makes the grab. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half. But if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now, let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. He's going to take off. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. From the gun.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Bring in the heat. And they got him. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively Now literally, and it draws a flag. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Pulls it in. It's Durham. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start with UCF taking on the number 4 team, the BYU Cougars.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
And it's the Knights with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen. But did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle. The short hands, it's Brown.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. And that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got him. Turning it on. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to run with Durham. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
Makes the grab in their space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Now staring at a third and short from the 40. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. They were banking on the yards after. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive, you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Arrington. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Dogs moving quickly to the line. off play action on first down. Looking to buy time. Fires to the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Barry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On third down, here's Durham. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Release to the back. Finds his man open. At the 35, he's got room. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might be changing the route. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Levitt. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. He takes it in. Touchdown, Tiger. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Here he comes from mid, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Kicking team's got it.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what knocked the ball loose.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Working that left side now. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Handoff, Caden Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Makes the catch. It's Green. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Steps away to find some room. He's turning it loose into the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Makes the grab. It's Frazier. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
So now it's 2nd and long. jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field is Stockton. Pressure coming. He gets away. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch inside the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're working that left side, and he'll be brought down.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion in coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw at Stockton. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to throw again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Right on the money. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.